Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Hi, hello to all of my lovelies, my beauties, my royalties. Oh, take that deep breath. It's like if I sound just a little tired, like I mentioned this on the Nerd channel. I think I might have mentioned it on here. I don't know. It's like I've recorded so much. I still think I have like 5 or 6 episode for this channel I still need to upload. And I don't know what order cuz so over the next couple weeks you might be like, "Huh? What?" Especially when it comes to Mr. Spider because you guys already know that he broke up and and I plan on doing I'm gonna be comparing him to some of the other, like the screenshots, the dating nightmares and things. I am going to like, okay. First, let's get out that scorching, boiling hot patty tea. If you like it cold, hold the ice, cause the ice is a hot mess in these streets. Okay, babies. So I'm gonna be talking politics. I'm gonna be talking dating nightmares. I'm going to be talking gray sheep because yeah, just went to a family member's house and they proved why I don't like going to family's house. And to all of the people who are not the favorite in the family, you're a gray sheep. Well, you might be a gray sheep. So, but yeah, if you think you might be, if you're not a favorite, yeah, it's like I'm gonna start creating like a bullet list of, because not everyone's going to fit like a cookie cutter. But yeah, one of the ways is your family always talks about the other one, and or they talk about a cousin. Why can't you be more like your cousin? Your cousin did this, your cousin did that, your cousin's so amazing. Don't you wish you were like your cousin? Oh, it's like I wish your cousin was over here. I wish your cousin could be more like, I wish your cousin was at this house and all of the other. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. So let's just say my perfect sister. And the thing is, I'm proud of her. And some people are going to say I'm jealous, but it's like, if I am, I'm human. But at the same time, I don't want anything like, I would love to be able to teach full time, but at the same time, whew, especially a lot of Gen Z tell me that they don't need their imaginations anymore because they have AI or they can look it up. Like they literally look up what are popular ideas that they can like create marketing and advertising things from. And I'm like, it's cool to have an imagination. And then they get mad at me. Yeah. And then some of them decide to get racist or feminist and stuff like that. And or because I used to like give them the story about my disability and I even tell them my diagnosis. I've learned don't do that ever again. Because some of them will look it up and see, oh, how can I agitate her? How can I activate parts of her symptoms? I want to give her a bad day so she lets her class out early. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I love teaching. But then when students literally don't want to learn, but then they're paying for the education, but they don't want to learn. They only want the credit, so then they can get a job, but they only want a job that they're going to be trained to be like a dog at. I don't want that kind of job. And I think that's one reason why like some of the other professors didn't get me because I like the year of COVID, that was supposed to be the first year where I was going to create a nonprofit drive where students could either partner with a nonprofit and their job was to like for can drives or even for clothing. I was gonna say more can drives because like some of the people will like you don't want roaches or like whatever into the school. What else to it's safe with food? But they can put boxes around the university, but then post on social media and market what they were doing. So then they could start marketing and giving back to the community and things like that. But then COVID, and I was gonna do it after that, but then who some like Yeah, when students would tell me who cares about the homeless or the homeless are just lazy people and they would make sure to fail the project on purpose because they don't want to give back. Yeah, this is what students would tell me. Yeah, yeah. So I would love to teach, but I would want to teach students who want to learn and students who would want to expose their imagination and ideas and or explore, like if they don't really have much of an imagination, go through exercises and like show them how to, because I tried that with one class and oh, the only reason I'm taking this class is because I have to. Advertising and marketing, that's a waste of time. It's stupid. It's dumb. Oh, it's like all I gotta do is say buy my product. It's like oh, because we have one of the students. I'm pretty enough. If I tell someone to buy my product, they're just gonna buy it because I'm pretty. What? But then this is one of the students. Do you know how many white privilege, white privilege. Do you know how many white students I had who literally dated people just so they would do their homework for that specific class? But then once that class ended, they waited 2 or 3 weeks and then broke up with them so that the student wouldn't think that it was just for that class. Oh, but it's like, yeah, because it's like some of the students felt like I was like an auntie or motherly or whatever, that they felt like they could just tell me anything and everything. But they tell, it's like sometimes I'm just like, be quiet, stop, shut up. No, don't tell me. No. It's like, don't tell me this. Why do you feel comfortable to tell me this? Is this because I tell you parts of my novels and some of my characters in the novels are strippers? Is this why? Is that why? But I'm like, okay, never mind. I don't even know. Like, just like I open up myself so I can show you how imagination comes from life. But then you guys want to tell me parts of your life that you should keep a secret. I just covered that too. That about a week or two ago, I just posted like some things you keep to yourself, some things you take to your grave, because just imagine that stuff being in your obituary. Ooh, 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 yeah, it's a hot mess. But anyways, okay. Sometimes some people act like they are so shocked that we got this orange goon in this like White House, and that and back to even with one of my last college classes, one of my students, like Middle Eastern, person of color, 10 toes down. Racism is over with, so why don't you just get over it? It's like it's your issue, it's your problem if you still think there's still racism. Ah, yeah. But with that demographic, I've gotten a lot. Like, you do not know how. I'm going to be talking about the Middle Eastern community a lot. Maybe not a lot right now, but especially when it comes to, like, I've already talked about them, like, because, oh, the last few years on dating apps. Because, oh, right now, oh, right now, I'm waiting for him to block me because I'm like, dude, come on, like you only want to have quote unquote fun with me, and you just got welcome to go to the bar. He's 21 years old. 21 years old and just trying to sleep with me. Middle Eastern. Middle Eastern. This week, I think I hit like 12 or 13 Middle Eastern men who literally write me, and within 5 minutes to an hour, when can I come over and sleep with you? When, like, what's your favorite position? I want pictures of you with no clothes on and stuff like that. Yeah, every single one of them Middle Eastern. I'm not saying that other men don't do it, but the Middle East, they don't care. It's like if it's not women within their culture, they don't care how they treat you. They don't care if they misuse you or treat you like you're not human. Okay, it's like, and some of them might, I'm not saying all of them, but guys, in 1 week, I already hit a dozen easy. Over a dozen easy in 1 week. That's sad. That's pathetic. Because especially how quickly they try to tell me that they just want my body. And, well, you're single, you don't want any fun? Let me have fun with you until you can find somebody. Let me use you. Like, oh, you I know you haven't had good blanks. So let me use you. At least they're blunt about it. Mr. Spider was a stupid, no good idiot. Yeah, he just wanted to use me, but yeah, he didn't want to admit it until he was done with me. That's what this main episode is about. Mr. Spider. Mm, yeah. Guess what he did July 3rd? See, these episodes might be out of order. Yeah. Sorry, not sorry. My channel is as messy as my life, remember? But I haven't seen this goon. It's like his ex-wife is a gremlin, a monster, a terrible, despicable, disgusting human being. She's not even, like, in my eyes, she's not human because, like, you have the like, you get to sleep with and date anybody you want while you're married. You get to misuse and hurt somebody, but then you basically, in my opinion, she basically trained him how to be a monster to everybody else, or at least people that he dates, because he was so determined to make her jealous. He literally dated somebody that did not meet any of his dating standards. But since I'm bubbly and nice and talkative and things like that, he knew that I would distract. He knew that I would, like, annoy her. It's like he only used me for his advantage so he could feel better. Since I have more education than her, since I have more credentials than her, since I have more things under, like, because yeah, she has the full-time job right now. Because, well, if you've been listening to my channel, you already know about the undiagnosis and things like that. And I'm going to be talking about these doctors a lot more. But yeah, check out the medical nightmare episodes and I have a Who's the Villain where I talk about Dr. George Cirilli. Oh, I drag him. I don't care. I will say his name in almost every episode if I have to. That no good, despicable, evil man. He's one of the reasons why my disability got so much worse. So, but this man, like, on my dating profile, I literally, all the reasons why he broke up with me, he should have never swiped right on me. But he was so desperate. He saw that I was a professor. He saw that I taught about 20 college classes. That's the only like, he wanted to updo his ex-wife so badly. He wanted to drive her crazy. He wanted to make her jealous. That's the only reason. That's the only reason that he dated me. He used me. It's like, but guess, okay. That was about a month, that was a little over a month ago. And so I'm healing from it because I'm disgusted because this man has been listening to my channel. He knows about my trauma. He knows how men have done the same thing that he did. Like, and this is the frustrating part. And this is why I know, like, now, even on dating apps, oh, what are your projects? None of your business. None of your business. It's like, now I've learned, don't tell any of these men what I'm working on. Don't tell them the title. Don't tell them the works. Don't tell them where to find me. None of their business. No. That gets on their nerves, and sometimes they're going to block me. I don't care. I have to be safe for myself because Mr. Spider used it to, like, he literally knew my trauma, and then he repeated the trauma. But, okay. Guess what he did July 3rd, guys? Guess what Mr. Spider did July 3rd in the evening, too. Mm. This fool wrote me. This disgusting bacteria wrote me. He already knows I had a hard time Father's Day because I was trying to create a whole menu that both my dad and him would enjoy because I'm like, since you don't have, like, I think he was going to get the kids because I told him, yeah, that's Father's Day. That's not your week, but at least try to see if you can get them for a few hours. Like, I regret cheer, like, because like I'm like, oh, you haven't invested. Okay, let's start an investing account. Oh, well, you know what? Here are some ways where you can save money with gas and shit. Like, here are like when I it's like I'm gonna get back into secret shopping or whatever, but I'm like, you know what? Here are some ways so you can get some money and some free meals. Here's some secret shopping companies. This will help, like, because these are some of the products you use. He was so lazy, he never did it. So, I mean, that is good news. Some of the things that I was doing, honestly, just to help him, he was so lazy. He did, like, so part of me, I'm just like, I feel better about myself. I feel like, yeah, because if he's too lazy, I don't get good. You didn't deserve it in anyway. So, but this fool wrote me July 3rd, the day before the 4th. I was in an emotional wreck Father's Day because I spent like, I won't say like weeks, but it's like, because I was trying to, again, fix an amazing meal for my father and I wanted him to enjoy it. And I wanted to create something that would be great for my novel because food is a big deal with all my stories. They're going to have something to do with the plot or the symbolism or the character within or development, stuff like that. So, and since I want to taste what they're eating, like I work on the recipes, I do research, and then I try to make them my own and or have a little spin or twist to it. Because even with the pasta, what kind of pasta? I want the pasta to be in in certain shapes and stuff for some of the chapters, or they're going to be filled for a reason. But yeah, this fool had the nerve to write me, and he wants to apologize again. Because even the title of the email is like apology or apologize or whatever. You know, good piece of scum. You knew day one that I grew up in the church. I grew up as a Christian. Like, I had to, like, I didn't have a choice. I had to go to church every Sunday. And I was brainwashed to, like, and yeah, I'm still a Christian, but I'm not that who, like, my bishop and pastor, they were telling people to vote for the orange man. What's wrong with the orange man? It's like, because even the youngest daughter was on Facebook or whatever. What's everybody saying something's wrong with the orange man? What's wrong with, and these are black people too. And my bishop would be on Fox News. It's like, ah, smiling, cheesing, like, oh yeah, it's like, yeah, Republicans were all good, like that. And then bringing all the Republican, like, people running for office to our church, telling us to vote for them. I think until one of the people in the congregation snitched on him because he did this for years. Because, like, since when I was a little girl, I think it was until I was in college, all of a sudden it stopped because I remember elections were coming, and I'm like, huh, where are the Republican people? They always come around this time. I was so used to it. I was like, this is different. Okay, so who are we voting for? And but then I already kind of knew I was a Democrat, but my parents were like, you better not vote. Like, yeah. So it's like you vote for who Bishop tells you to vote for. That's how brainwashed yeah. So anyway, I told him I was traumatized. I told him that I grew up in the church, but it's like I'm not that type who's gonna be like, we've always got to pray, we always got to do this, I'm not one, like, I when people from the church told me that I might be possessed and that's why I walk the way I do, and or I must not love God enough, and or I'm too pretty to walk like this, so it's my fault. When people from the church say that to me, like, no, like, but like, yeah, one of the reasons he broke up with me was because I'm Christian, but it's in my dating profile. He met me on Hinge. It's in my profile. I say it. Even like when we first met virtually, I told him that I've been traumatized, but don't worry, I'm never gonna tell you to go to church. I sometimes go to virtual church. Like there's Don Lemon has this one pastor, and I looked him up and I've watched some of his services, and I'm like, okay, maybe it's like I think I might be not agnostic. What do you call it? I'll figure it out. I'll see it in another episode. But he like every time he's on the show, like he impresses me more. And I want to buy his book too. Yeah. Because I'm like, yeah, you're on the left and the way you preach is very down to earth and real and yeah. It's like you're not into that ignorant, like just yeah. So anyway, but he wants to say, oh, I think you're gonna try to bring up religion or like I watched a K drama called Heavenly Ever After. And I told him about it. I told him that I watched it. But he never liked any of the other K dramas, so I brought it up to him, but I wasn't gonna make him watch it, especially Heavenly Ever After. But I did tell him we could watch an episode and we can laugh about it. Because there were parts of it where I'm just like, oh dear God. Especially when they were going there was one episode when they're going to hell and I'm like for the love of like to me it's like it was a little scary but at the same time I'm like that's how they think that who okay but then with the animals I was like what about the endangered like that was like a huge thing so I'm gonna be talking about that on the nerd channel and stuff but that like that right there that was the part where religiously he was like, "Oh, I think you're gonna try to turn me." Like, what? Are you that dumb? I respect. It's like out of all, like, I would never. Because even No Heart, he was an atheist. It's like when I did listen to church sermons online while I was at his house, he would just laugh and walk by. That was it. He would just laugh and walk by. I was with him for 7 years. 7 years. So I could listen to my church sermons. I could do whatever religious things I could. And I allowed him his space. Like he would be listening to metal music sometimes. I would be in my space. He would be in his. We'd respect each other. And so for my ex to have that as an excuse, I'm like, you stupid moron. Okay, it's like you keep calling your coworkers dumb and stupid, but then you can't name one time when I was literally trying to like get you into the spirit or get you into the religion. Like, no, because I never did and I would never do that. And he was like, I doubt you watched this video that explained my views. I watched the whole thing. And after I asked if we can discuss it, he didn't want to discuss it. And see, that happened throughout the entire relationship. I would watch something. He would like, I'm like, oh, can we talk about it? Or, oh, because I told he listens to my episodes, so he knows about my dating trauma. He knows about some of the trauma with my mom and family. And I would ask him if we can discuss it. He didn't want to. He didn't like he never wanted to open up. And that's one reason he broke up with me to the point like he didn't want to open up to me. He acted like everything was good until it wasn't. But then he was so shocked with me when I'm just like heartbroken. He would use AI all the time, but he didn't have the way like yeah. And this is why sometimes when people say, Or I remember when my ex's oldest daughter was like, I'm smarter than you because of the internet. I'm smarter than you because we have technology. We have more technology than you. Like, it's how you use it. It's like a lot of people want to say they're smarter because of technology, but then they don't know how to use it. And or the way they use it is absolutely abysmal. It's to a point where it's just like, you can't be this dumb. And he would keep telling me his coworker was dumb, but then I'm like, especially with this breakup, I'm like, you might be dumber than he is because I'm gonna need a part two. I'm gonna need a part two because you break up with me, and then like, oh, even before that email, a couple weeks prior, he had the nerve to say, I really enjoy reading your novelettes, because I wrote him a really long email about like, how did you do this to me? What did I do wrong? Because I was like, I'm so confused because he refused to give me an answer. And even the part that disgusted me the most, because I was being sarcastic, because I was like, I need to tell my father because my father's asking, where's Mr. Spider? Where's Mr. Spider? It's like, he's really cool. I really like him. Like, my dad liked him. My dad kind of thought that he was going to be the one too. He's had a few discussions with me where he was just like, I'm really glad you found him. Yeah, now I need to tell him, well, I lost him. Mm. But I told him this might be really selfish of me, but I need a reason for my father. But I knew that was going to kind of get him to tell me the real answer. But yeah, he told me that was selfish of me. It's selfish of me to know the real answer of why you suddenly broke up with me with no. And he put in quotation marks. Oh, I trapped you in the car. Well, dummy. Well, Mr. Spider, dummy idiot. If you're going to drive me to a location, you know I have a walking disability, and you're going to walk me, or you're going to drive me to a place that's so far I can't walk back. And with my budget, a few days ago I tell you I need to buy supplies, but I need to split it up, and you tell me, well, you should go on and get it. But I'm like, yeah, but what about emergencies? And one emergency would be to get a lift after the guy who said that he loved you, that he wanted to be Facebook official, that he wanted to take you on a train ride and everything like that, breaks up with you suddenly. So now you're too far to walk, so you need to get a lift or an Uber. He told, like, I bought the supplies, so I didn't have the emergency money. And yes, I have a credit card, but it's like I'm on a budget. I'm trying to keep my credit score, like, cause oh yeah, okay, I'm not gonna, yeah, I don't want people trying to take, but I have goals, and so I had a budget. I was trying to stick to that, but then all of a sudden he does that to me. But then I tell him, take me home, and he sits there, and he knows I hate silence. There's like, and he knows why I hate silence, but he literally just sat there. Take me home. And he kind of looks at me, but then looks down at the steering wheel. So he put in quotation marks. I'm like, I can't go. If you don't drive me home, you make me sit in that car, and then days before you tell me to spend the money that I would have used to get, like, I would have gotten a lift. Like, you could have just parked, break it. Okay, you're gonna break up with me. Okay, I would have gotten out the car, called the Uber, had them come pick me up and go. And oh, I would have even told me, don't wait for me, leave. My ride will come. I'll figure, like, yeah, my ride will come. Okay, you broke up with me, we're good, bye, sayonara. So he put that in quotation marks. He does not know how much you pissed me off because he put that in quotation marks. He would not let. I had to say it like 4 or 5 times to take me home. Thank you so much for listening to the Handicapable Black Women Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human and you're human too.